What's up, everybody? This is A Force of Nature, Spiritual Awakening, and today we will be discussing Black Moon Lilith and the sign of Aries. But first, we're going to break down what Lilith is all about. So, in ancient mythology, Lilith was known to be Adam's first wife, and it was not Eve. Lilith did not want to be overpowered, she didn't want to be submissive, she wanted to do things her own way. So, because of that, God casted her out of the garden. And then he went on to make Eve to be a suitable mate for Adam. Lilith was made from the ground up of dirt, just like Adam. They were the same, they were alike. But for some reason, she wanted to be free. She wanted to rebel. She wanted to break the norm, do her own thing. So it was known that when she was casted out of the garden, she went on to sleep with demons, getting possessed by the devil. So Lilith has to do with your raw sexual nature. It has to do with rebelling, going against the grain, breaking the rules, being liberated, being free, doing devilish, devious things, okay? Being demonic, being a full-blown damn demon. This is what's going on when you are dealing with Lilith. So Lilith can be extremely manipulative and tends to resort to all different tactics to get her way. So now, when it comes down to Aries, the sign Aries is active, ambitious, assertive, competitive, courageous, creative, enthusiastic, extroverted, free, individualistic, naive, self-centered, self-assured, headstrong, impatient, proud, and quick-tempered. Okay, so Aries is also represented to be a soldier, an explorer, a leader, and it has to do with really wanting to be in leadership positions, wanting to be in leadership roles, wanting to have those kind of positions, wanting to be in authority, wanting to be in control. So we're going to get into this today. Black Moon Lilith in Aries. And this is the last of the Black Moon Lilith in the signs. Okay, so after this, it will be no more of these. So these men and women are extremely competitive, independent, with a destructive nature. These men and women have a warlike energy within inside of them. Okay, so these men and women are about going to war at all costs. They're about taking charge and taking action, and they don't have an issue or a problem with asserting their energy in this kind of way. Not backing down from situations, wanting to um, do what they want to do at all costs. You are not a submissive type of person, and these men and women can be the full blown motherfucking demon. This is what they can be, wanting power and control, and they also have a strong will. So, what comes along with their strong will is anger and rage that is extremely present with this placement. Okay, so these men and women have a strong rage with inside their soul. They have anger issues, a lot of things went on and took place in these men and women lives, and because of that they have a lot of built up inner tension, and they deal and struggle with their inner demons every single damn day. Okay, especially when problems arise. So it's really more so when the problems arise, they really fucking have to deal with themselves on a fucking emotional level, because things that went on and took place in their life, they carry on that shit with inside of their soul. So now these men and women are prone to dark thoughts. You can visualize killing people, raping people in a violent and destructive kind of way. Okay, so now they can have some intense and dark rooted dreams, but they can also have these deep rooted, dark, destructive, violent thoughts in their mind, just in day-to-day life. When things jump off and take place, when people piss them off, they can visualize themselves really doing some real full-blown demonic shit. Real chaotic and violent actions can be um, what they want to do to you. So you better watch it if you're fucking with a Lilith and Aries, or if you know somebody with a Lilith and Aries, because they are not playing with your ass, okay? And I do know people with this placement, so I know this intensity. They are the type of people that when they feel slighted, when they feel like you are out to get them, or they feel like you're trying to play them. Okay, they always feel like somebody's trying to play them, try to come at them and things like that. They will go off. These are the type of people that will stab you, that will bust you in the fucking head with a candle. Okay, will burn the fucking house down, or try to set shit on fire, set clothes on fire in the house while you're in the house, people in the house, okay, and stand there and just talk shit while the shit is burning. So you need to watch it with these men and women. You can be self centered, not taking others' feelings into consideration. Usually, women with this placement want a man that they can overpower and dominate. So they are going to want a man. The women are going to want a man that is going to be somebody that they can control, that they can really keep an eye on. Okay, they want him to be more submissive and not a man. All right, in a sense. Now, they're going to want him to be a man and do man things, but they are going to want to really, they don't really seek out the alpha man because they don't want to be overpowered. They do not want that kind of intensity on them. They are the ones that are going to be in command and in control. The women that have this placement, they want the control, they want the power, and they want to be the ruler. These men and women can have issues surrounding their emotions. You can fear commitment attachments. These men and women are risk takers, adventurous, and provocative. They can even be narcissistic. You can attract dangerous people and events into your life. And your partners can be a thug, gangster, pimps, criminals, OGs, hood legends, pimpettes, hustlers. Okay, so these are the type of people that these men and women will be drawn to. They will be drawn to these type of people, and these people will absolutely be drawn to them. So definitely, they could have dealt with somebody that sells drugs, somebody that robs banks, somebody that busts licks, somebody that's out there lining people up and setting people up. Okay, they can be drawn to these type of people, be around these people quite often. They are attracted to dangerous people and dangerous events. Okay, these are the type of people that when they are having a good time and they're sipping and they're drinking and popping them bottles and shit like that, these are the very type of people that can start feeling a little edgy, thinking you're doing some funny shit, or you got a hidden agenda or a hidden motive, and they feel like they want to fight you, they want to pick with you, they want to start with you, they want to get you riled up and things like that. So now what's going on is here is because a lot of things went on in their life, they seem to can't pinpoint what is going on with their feelings and what it is that they're feeling, because a lot of times with these men and women, they feel many things for the very moment. Okay, we already know that the Aries sign in general, they can get riled up very quickly. They can be quick tempered. Okay, but just as quick as that anger came, it can also leave. However, it's still going to be very intense for these men and women to stop themselves from doing these fucking acts. It's going to be hard for them to stop the shit. So they're going to go off at a second's notice, okay? And you're going to have to be fully equipped and prepared to deal with whatever comes your way, because they will fucking attack you, okay? These are the people that will hit you with a brick, hit you with a stick, pull bats out their cars and things like that, you know? Yeah, it gets deep. And then later on, depending on who the person is, because if it's a loved one, they will probably come down off of it a little later the next day and things like that, maybe apologize and things like that. But you have to remember that we are dealing with the Lilith, okay, where it's even more intensified and destructive. Okay, so now if this is somebody out in the street, they ain't saying sorry and they don't give a fuck. Men and women, sorry, men. Now I'm speaking for the men. The men with this placement can be detached and cold. They can have a cold vibe to them, okay? Feelings like women don't appreciate or value them. So he can treat women horrible, can even become violent with her. So definitely, these men that have Black Moon Lilith in Aries, they can feel like the person that they deal with and fuck with is not appreciating them, not acknowledging them for their works and their hard efforts, their dedication, their loyalty. Okay, and because of this, they can treat the women that they encounter very wrongly, very badly. They could curse them out, verbally abuse them, mentally abuse them, fuck them up, stomp them out, okay, whoop their ass. This is what could go on and take place when you're dealing with the Black Moon Lilith and Aries, okay, as far as the men go. So now these men and women can be extremely dark and evil when they become very angry. They are sexually confident and have a lot of sexual persona about them. So these men and women can be addicted to sex, be sex addicts. They love to fuck. They love to have a good time. They can even possess you with their fucking sex as well. It's a couple of other Liliths that can do this and hold this power. And this is one of these placements that can definitely do this. Yes, they can. Because what these men and women actually do hold with inside of them is full blown sexual powers that can allure people into their seductive motherfucking web, okay? So their passion is hard to tame. These are extremely passionate people. Aries in general are very passionate people in general. And these men and women, it's going to be hard for them to tame their passions, their attraction that they feel, the love that they may feel is going to be very intense and it can be extremely dangerous. Okay, they will also hate, absolutely hate restriction, limitations. You are independent. These men and women are independent. And they do not like it when people are trying to stop their movements, trying to control them, trying to overpower them, trying to tell them what the fuck they're going to do and what they're not going to do. This is not going to work with these men and women because I'm telling you, they have a full-blown, intense rage that is out of this fucking world. And it can even be otherworldly. Okay, a lot of times what can also happen with these men and women, because of their violent, intense nature, they can do things and even wind up in jail for the shit that they do because they went too fucking far. Okay? Yes, this can happen. Okay? Your anger is deep and dark to the level of being evil, vicious, devious, and devilish. These men and women have a high volume of sexual vibes. Okay? So it's going to be something about them that is very alluring and interesting about them. Men and women are going to be drawn to them because they just exude and pour out raw sexual energy every single day. These men and women can be considered as being a sex symbol. And this is how intense this energy is for these men and women because they hold within them a lot of sexual power. All right, they love to have sex. Okay, these are the type of people that will freak you up and freak you the fuck down. This is what they will do. But you have to remember that they are risk takers and they are very adventurous. And because of that, this is exactly why they are drawn to dangerous events, dangerous people, the things that they could be involved in. Okay, a lot of times, the women with this placement, they can be strippers. Okay, they can be prostitutes at one point in time, fuck for money and things like that. They can also sell drugs. But they also could do drugs as well. All right, they can do some drugs and pop mollies, get high, be addicted to alcohol and things like that. So we already know that drugs also is going to distort somebody's mind in general. It's going to change things up. So especially for the moment. And with all the intensity that they have with inside of them, they need to control their temper. They need to control their anger. They need to tone it down a fucking notch. They have to do this. Okay? So now this is all I'm going to say about this placement for now. In future videos to come, I will go into more depth into this placement. Please be sure to check out my online store. It is Grimy Gear at www.grimygear.com. If you need a caterer, be sure to hit me up. I am the chef goddess also at Supreme Royale Catering at gmail.com. If you need my husband to do any work to your home, swimming pool, or business, be sure to hit him up at aronnesbitt90 at gmail.com. Now, if anybody needs a chart to be analyzed so that you can fully understand and grasp, the natal birth chart is $70. It has went back to its original price, and it will be $70 for 2 hours. If you need a synastry chart, which is a compatibility chart, that will be $90 for 2 hours. And if you need a tarot card reading, it will be $30. Okay? So, this has been a Force of Nature, Spiritual Awakening. Love is love. Peace and blessings to you all. And I will see you on the next one.